What if I told you that the entire universe, with its swirling galaxies and blazing stars, follows a hidden blueprint, a secret architecture? Imagine that everything you see, from the smallest atom to the largest supercluster, is part of a grand cosmic origami. Let's explore this idea together. Let's watch the universe fold. Let's imagine our cosmic origami begins as a flat, two-dimensional structure. We'll call it the binary expansion tree. Picture a single point, a seed. From this seed, two branches emerge. One represents a yes, the other represents a no. From the end of each branch, two more branches sprout. The red branch splits into red, 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 blue. The blue branch splits into blue, red, blue, blue. Each new branch represents a more complex piece of information, a new layer of cosmic identity. This process continues, expanding outward. After just a few steps, we have a beautiful, sprawling tree of possibilities. Each unique path from the seed to a tip is a unique binary code. Think of these branches as representing the fundamental components of our universe. Perhaps one long branch, red, blue, red, red, represents the property we call charge. Another, blue, blue, red, could represent spin. The tree in its entirety holds the potential for everything that will ever exist. Now for the magic. Imagine we take our flat binary expansion tree with its colorful branches of potential, and we perform the first cosmic fold. The simplest three-dimensional shape we can create is a tetrahedron, a pyramid with four triangular faces. As we fold the informational plane, these points meet, and the flat tree snaps into a three-dimensional structure. The four vertices of our tetrahedron could represent the four fundamental forces of nature: gravity, electromagnetism, strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force. Each of the four faces of our tetrahedron represents the interaction between these forces. An edge connecting a red vertex to a blue vertex might represent a fundamental constant, a balance between expansion and containment. It has volume, it has rules, and it has a future. It is a universe born from a single, elegant fold. The red branches, full of energy, and the blue branches, full of structure, are now woven together into the faces and edges of this cosmic pyramid. This first fold is the most critical act of creation. Our cosmic origami continues. The universe, now structured as a tetrahedron of forces, is ready for its next transformation. Imagine the tetrahedron begins to fold into a more intricate shape, the octahedron. An octahedron has 8 triangular faces and 6 vertices. This second fold represents a cooling down period where the fundamental forces begin to create the first stable forms of matter. The 6 vertices of our octahedron can be imagined as the first and simplest stable particles: protons, neutrons, electrons. These form the first light elements: hydrogen, helium, and lithium. These are the building blocks of everything else that will follow. This folding process is driven by the flow of energy. The electromagnetic field becomes a dominant organizing principle. It governs how protons and electrons interact, pulling them together to form the first atoms. The octahedron provides a new, more complex framework, a geometric scaffolding that allows these building blocks to exist as persistent entities. Each step represents a decrease in temperature and a massive increase in complexity and structure. We can now see the beginnings of the periodic table, not as a random collection, but as a consequence of geometric unfolding. The very existence of hydrogen and helium is written into the second fold of our cosmic origami. The cosmic folding is not yet complete. As the universe cools, stars are born from clouds of hydrogen. Inside the fiery hearts of these first stars, a new kind of alchemy takes place. The octahedron now refolds into a much more complex shape, the icosahedron. These 12 new vertices represent the next group of elements: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, silicon, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. Silicon, the basis for planets and for life itself. Imagine each of the icosahedron's 20 faces as a different fusion pathway. One face, fusing 3 helium nuclei into carbon. Another face, creating oxygen from carbon and helium capture. When stars die, the explosion drives the fold and scatters elements across the galaxy. The icosahedron maps the nuclear reactions that build complex materials for rocky worlds and life. It is the fold that makes a planet like Earth possible. The cosmic folding continues. We have reached the final and most profound fold: gold, platinum, uranium. They require extreme conditions, the cataclysmic collision of neutron stars. This cosmic violence drives the final fold. The icosahedron transforms into its dual, the dodecahedron. A dodecahedron with 12 pentagonal faces and 20 vertices. These 20 vertices represent the heavy exotic elements. The R process is chaotic and rapid. The dodecahedron mirrors that complexity. This final fold completes the periodic table as we know it. The full spectrum from hydrogen to uranium is nested in these solids. All previous shapes nest inside the dodecahedron like cosmic Russian dolls. The final capstone clicks into place. The dodecahedron is a geometric archive of the universe's journey: Big Bang, atoms, stars, neutron star collisions. With the dodecahedron in place, a stabilizing rule emerges. With the final fold into a dodecahedron, something remarkable happens. A line of perfect symmetry forms, an axis of stability running through the center. It acts like a cosmic gyroscope, locking the folded structure into place. Think conservation of energy, momentum, charge. It is neither pure energy, red, nor pure structure, blue. It is a synthesis, a shimmering violet axis. It pierces the tetrahedron, the octahedron, the icosahedron, and the dodecahedron, connecting them all. This axis is the reason a carbon atom looks the same here as a billion light years away. Laws of nature as emergent geometry. Now let's step back and admire our completed cosmic origami. A dodecahedron containing an icosahedron, an octahedron, and a tetrahedron, all pierced by a central axis. This is more than a picture. It is a new way to read the periodic table. Octahedron vertices glow with the light elements forged in the Big Bang: hydrogen, helium. The icosahedron gives us the elements of life: carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, forged in stars. The dodecahedron contains the heavy, rare elements produced in neutron star mergers: gold, platinum, uranium. This geometric view mirrors observed abundances: He most common, medium elements less common, heavy elements rare. Each element becomes a chapter in the universe's story: Big Bang, stellar life, stellar death, neutron star collisions. See the periodic table not as a grid, but as the unfolding of cosmic history. Each element is a note in a grand cosmic symphony. Its position is its place in the score. This way of seeing the universe, as a magnificent self-folding origami, changes our relationship with it. It transforms the cosmos from something vast and distant into something intricate, ordered, and deeply interconnected. The branching of a tree, neurons in our brain, river deltas, and cosmic filaments might all be expressions of the same deep pattern. We are children of the cosmic folds. The atoms in your body were forged in the very processes we just watched. This idea may or may not be the final scientific truth, but its value lies in its power to inspire. For more groundbreaking insights, follow Stanley Wessels at Cosmos Matrix Simplicity. The universe is the most beautiful piece of origami imaginable. Keep looking up.